Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to NASCAR Race Hub. We are back and we're ready for a full season. It's 2024. We're just a few days away from the clash at the Coliseum. I'm Shannon Spake. He is the Southern 500 winner, Regan Smith. And this is the man who will have a front row seat for all of the action in Los Angeles and beyond. Of course, the one and only Clint Boyer. What are the days and weeks like for you leading up to the first race of the season? Of course, Denny Hamlin has 3 Daytona 500 wins, 50 career victories, a handful of crown jewels, and of course, he's a team owner and voted one of NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers. But the question every single year remains the same. Is this the year he wins a championship? So our own 2-time Daytona 500 winning driver, Michael Waltrip, spent some time with Denny Hamlin discussing all of that and more. All right, so I want to focus on the Stewart-Haas Racing team because, of course, we know Kevin is coming to the booth with us on Fox Sports to cover NASCAR. You've got Eric Almirola that left. So we've got to, it's changing of the guard over there. What kind of challenge is that going to be for them?
It's going to be a big challenge,
Yeah.
Shannon.
Hey there, I'll tell you what's going to be hard work is not confusing Kurt and Kirk over the next few minutes because Kirk Cousins has certainly been putting in the work. After starting 0-3, this is a Vikings team that has now won 3 of the last 4. And according to Cousins, this is an organization that's really starting to find its identity.
So by now you've seen the images of Michael Jordan celebrating in Victory Lane with Tyler Reddick, his son Bo, and of course the rest of 2311 team. What a day for the man who has so much. 6 NBA titles, a college national championship, Olympic gold medals, billions of dollars, and he's a Hall of Famer. But on Sunday, Tyler Reddick delivered something the GOAT no one else did, a win at Talladega and an opportunity to celebrate that win in Victory Lane for the first time as a team owner. And while that celebration took center stage post-race, there was so much more going on during the race. Time for us to see and hear how it went down. It is Radioactive from Talladega.
Touchdown number 88 for you, Jimmy Graham. We saw the emotions. What does it mean to you to get into the end zone with this team at this point in your career?
To come back here, doing it in front of these fans, doing it in front of the city, it's just unbelievable. I feel blessed for every opportunity I get.
I know it's only one win, but you've been a part of a lot of teams, and you know what it feels like to have momentum shift. How much did you feel that today?
Yeah, we really needed this.
Give me a name of a driver who could join that wins lead that we just saw, those 2 guys. Of course, we had a handful with multiple wins, but who could add their name to that list?
Well, I think
Putting them on the spot here, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting you ready. This is your race practice.
It is electric here in Indianapolis. Fans and players pumped up. Also thrilled to get the news this Friday that Quarterman cleared concussion protocol just in time to meet Aaron Donald. It's actually a matchup that Richardson told us he's been looking forward to. He said his friends used to say to him, hey, you know what? One day number 99 is going to be chasing you around, and today could be that day. But given Richardson's size, this could be a really good matchup. In fact, defensive coordinator Raheem Morris from the Rams told us that you have to remember that Richardson's a quarterback, but sometimes when he lowers that shoulder and fights for those extra yards, you simply have to treat him like a running back, guys.
Hey, happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to our weekly hour-long race hub. It's called In the Driver's Seat, where a Cup Series driver joins us for the entire hour. I'm Shannon Spake. He's the Daytona 500 champ, Jamie McMurray, friend David Reagan, and of course, today joining us, Cup Series rookie Carson Hocevar, hanging out with us the entire hour. I don't necessarily think he needs to win a championship because, as he mentioned, his resume is so extensive, and he probably will get to 60 victories. But my goodness, imagine if he did win a championship, what that would say about Denny Hamlin and his accomplishments in the sport. Boys, familiar look right here. Kyle Busch, of course, got 3 victories last season, 10 top 5s, 17 top 10s, average finish 15th. But I think most of us could consider this might have been a quote-unquote down season for Kyle, right? Because we are expecting him to go out and compete for championships every single season. So will things be different in 2024, yes or no, for Mr. Busch?
There's also a sense of change within your team, right?
Yeah.
What's clicking for you guys right now?
It's a good question. I try to ask that same question myself because you want to bottle whatever it is.
Before Monday Night Football, it was Kirk cannot win in prime time. And then 3 hours later, it's prime time Kirk.
Well, honestly, the narrow's going to flip right back if we lose again on prime time.
So when people start to write you off after 3 weeks, do you say, whoa, whoa, whoa?
The losses have been close.
The story that everyone is following right now is the trade deadline on Tuesday, right? You're in control of your own destiny right now. So why is this the place where you want to finish your career?
And I came here to Minnesota. I said, well, I couldn't be a 1-team quarterback. I'd like to be a 2-team quarterback and really be remembered as a Minnesota Viking decades from now.
I reached out to some of your peers. I asked them to describe you in one word. Resilient.
Yeah, get hit a lot.
Professional. Authentic.
You gotta take it, man.
Nerd.
I love it.
Not one of these screams to me, bare chest, diamond dripping, gold chain. Kirk Cousins, who are you?
I think the 4 they said are fair. Having the chains is what made that so fun.
Well, I can't let you go, you know, without playing a little music, right? I mean,
Creed got played before we went out in the field. That may have made the difference, so.
I think this is the next one you got to use, right?
There it is, with arms wide open. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, if we can win a game and get that going in the locker room.
With arms wide open.
There it is. Arms wide open, one last breath. There's a lot of good songs.
Cousins told us the first time he ever came to Lambeau Field was back in 2003. He sat in the stands with his dad. He was 15 years old and watched Brett Favre play on this field. Today he plays in his 150th National Football League game and said he'll absolutely reflect on that time. And Terry, as you saw, I tried to get him to sing a little Creed and he was not biting. So I'm hoping someone in the studio bails me out before the end of the show.